Alrighty, another update. This is gonna take place over multiple days, so this is not a single day video. We're gonna go back and you will see this from a different vantage point. A little bit of modification to this particular giant hill to get this vantage point. I cut a few swaths of blocks out of here and made this little jutting point. Other than that, it's pretty much almost no real modification. Anyway, we got enough coal. I mean, some stores bigger than others, but it's finally well enough to start making the materials to build our little Paul Salvatelli football stadium, which, by the way, he's pretty cool with the name. Needless to say, I pretty much figured he would be. So let's start loading some kilns. Alright, this one will get that 10. And we'll throw in a block of sand. There it goes. Then we'll go into, oh yeah, I gotta pull it out of here. I think it's in this one. Yep. Pull out another one. Remove that. Pull out another one. Move that. Pull out another one. Move that. Pull out another one. Move that. And that. And you get the idea. As you can see, you got some stores that aren't very big, but at least they'll get the ball going. Okay, that one's processing dirt. We'll make this one process some dirt. We don't need as much dirt as we do need stone. So I'm gonna see what we can get out of these. Alright. We're gonna pop in some cobblestone there. And we do have a full cobblestone brick here. We'll put that in there. And we'll take this, oh, that's gravel. Yeah, I got this on Minecraft's native resolution, so now we need to grab some more of the, whatchamacallit, cobblestone, cobblestone, cobblestone. We definitely need that. Fire up that one with a piece of coal and some cobblestone, and away it goes. Put this one together, we put that, and another piece of coal there, and finally that and that. Alright. Oh, what do you know? We still have another one. Okay, I guess I didn't grab enough coal. Oh, okay, I see what happened. Well, hey, we're getting a wrecking ball started. So one's not really firing off anything right now. So what I'm going to do is go like this. We're going to make some coal. I can get plenty more wood. Alrighty, while it's doing that, I got one more thing to show you, which you probably noticed. So actually, I probably won't go through it. Is we got a big mountain to remove, and that's next. Alrighty, you recognize this building. I've shown it to you many times. It was the original shelter in which a bunch of enemies, when I headed it in a monster mode. Kind of blew it up. All the stuff that's inside there is now in my apartment over here. Okay, over here. Yep. I moved the kilns. Still have the little thingy here that belonged, and I got the big trunk from there. So that and these two and the crafting table came from that original shelter. And what better way to say goodbye to this ugly heap than to set it on fire. So, here we go. Hope for the best. In fact, I'll get right up against here. Well, didn't that work just fine? Well, I didn't quite think that one through, now did I? Grabbed a bunch of sand and pretty much put out the entire lava field that decided to mushroom all of a sudden. Well, that's all that's left of it, a few blocks. But there's a lesson for you kids. Don't play with fire, because you might wind up nearly burning down your house in the process. Look at all this rocket left behind. And the lava came very close to this door, which I had to barricade. It was right at the well. This whole building could have went up because it's all wood inside. Would not have been pretty. So, in a nutshell, and with lessons learned, there's the ceremonial torching of the old shelter, which now no longer exists, obviously, except for a few pieces. Alrighty, I've amassed enough material that I can now start building. As you can see, got quite a bit of block here. This is still raw material. Alrighty, over to this chest. Tons of glass blocks. We're not going to deal with that yet. Tons of sand in which to turn into glass, possibly sandstone. Over here, tons of finished stone. I left 2 vacancies for a reason. And while we're at it, let's just... No, never mind. I don't have room. Now, we got 2 other chests over here, which contain the very first block that I'm going to use. And that is a special stone brick. There should be, yep, right in here. You got 128 of those, and that's going to make up our external wall within the field. Oh, I forgot to, when I said it was complete, I forgot to add the coaches / player areas on both sides of the field. That's what that is. And this is that special type of brick right here. And we're going to go all the way down to this point. As you can see, I marked off how big I want this to appear. So what I'm going to do now is just inadvertently plop the wrong blocks into place. There we go, that's the one I want. I'll take care of that in a little bit. That's the outer dimension there. And we're working on this side because on the far end over there, the backfilling is still incomplete. So that's what we're up to right now. Alrighty, as I said, I had enough materials to start building the stadium to some point, and sure enough, that is exactly what we are doing at this point. In fact, if we slowly move over, I'm doing this for dramatic effect. There's the first section, or rib. It's going to be roughly an 8-block wide rib, 9 if you count the common pillars between them. And as you can see, for the most part, I mean, it's not 100% complete, but you get an idea of what each rib will look like. However, right here, every other rib is just going to be full structure. And every other rib starting with this one will either be access from the top or access from the bottom. Now, I couldn't get the amount of rows that I wanted because of the really poor views that you get. Not that it's a functioning stadium to begin with, but since it's the Paul Salvatelli Stadium and he is a diehard Christian, it made perfect sense to make the top row 7. Let's take a better look at this while we run our way around. Like I said, it's very incomplete. It's just a shell right now. I'm gonna worry about stuff like that. Another deciding factor on 7 instead of 10 for the top and bottom is the fact that it meets up with the road. And right here on the bottom you get the general idea of what it looks like. Got a nice little detail there. I'll show this to you again when we get more detail into it. And there you have it again. In fact, let's use this chopped up vantage point to show you what we got. This is this vantage point, the original one that used to overlook the field. Well, it's not going to be much of a use now because we get a big stadium in the way now. And I believe I've added one too many stones there. That's okay. It's still a design work in progress. And some of that detailing will show in the interior. That's okay. So that's what we have here. Let me just go down far enough. Yeah, I'll take a hit, but it's not a big deal. On the interior, it'll be at this height here. And This will be all glass. And again, we got the detail there. And like I said, half in terms of these first 10 rows will be entry from the bottom, and the other half will be entry from the top. So there's going to be a stairwell situation over here that gets you to there. And then another set that'll get you to the top floor there. In fact, we haven't even been in the stadium. Let's take a look at it. Here's the common walkway, and here's a view of it, plus the dirt scaffolding currently being used. These are the seats, quote-unquote. There's the field, where we're being rained and thundered on. Now I'll take the scaffolding up to the second floor. Now I'm using a fence because if I put a solid concrete block, it kinda somewhat obstructs the view. Like I said, it's not 100% functional. You can see the goal line's clipped a little bit, but to make everything fit, this is a pretty decent compromise. Get slightly better view up here. And up here, this will be nothing more than just an access point for those that are reaching the upper levels. This window configuration that is on the lower level will be for the luxury boxes and the like. And I'm using the wrong tool. Let's use a right one. I'm going to fix this problem while I'm at it. And I'm still using the wrong tool because I'm not paying attention. And I'm going to do is I'm going to move that exterior wall to here. And I'm currently out of those blocks right now, so I'm just going to take, well, I don't have anything right now, but what I'll do is I'll just throw some dirt cubes just so I get the general idea to remember this is where the wall's going to go. And then this wall will extend 2 more blocks up, and it'll give this little architectural detail a little bit of a finished look to it. So that's the update on the Paul Salvatelli Stadium, and we'll end it with another look right here, and that'll be the update. Hope you enjoyed it, including the massive ceremonial burning ritual. Have a good one.